Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. This one's a quick one. I was going to make like an instructional video today, or maybe one about my contra. None of that panned out. Just couldn't get my thoughts together in a row. So I thought I would put up the horns that I have for sale right now in a video because, hey, maybe somebody in my audience wants to buy something. If you do, hit up the link in the description, the lesson link. Just send in a thing that says you want to buy something, and I'll totally understand. First up is a horn that I'm selling for myself, Holton TR-158. Yes, we've seen this in a couple previous videos. It has been brought back to life. It is in good playing shape now. I don't think it looks particularly great, but the slide is an easy 7 out of 10. With stuff on it, feels fine. The instrument itself, the bell section, is in great shape. Valve works really well. The slides all move. The bell is straight. There's no problems with the valve knuckle, and it plays like one of these great Holtons does. And I just don't need it. So this is for sale, 700 bucks, includes a case. Let me know if you want that. Very cool horn. Next up, I'm selling this one for a friend. This is not mine. This is a Canstool 1570T. 1570 is basically just a Bach 42 from Canstool, who no longer exists, of course. And this is their Thayer valve model of that. So this is basically a Canstool 42T, if that makes any sense. Every measurement is basically exactly the same as a Bach, and playing it, it feels like a nice 42T. I've taken the valve apart, I've oiled it, I've cleaned it, not necessarily in that order, and it feels very good. It has no wear, it has no end play, it has no side-to-side play. It's a black anodized core. I think Canstool made these themselves because they have no markings on them. In any case, the valve is in very good shape. It seals very well. It plays really well. It's got a great low range. It's got a great high range. This is a lot better than the 42T that I used to have. The slide is very good, like 9 out of 10. It has no slide lock because the owner, who I'm selling it for, took it off probably like 15 years ago, and it's gone now. He bought this new in 2007. All the slides move. Everything is great. The only weird thing about these is that though they are Bach copies, they don't fit Bach slides, and you can't use the 1570 slide on anything else. It's very close to being a Bach taper, but it's not there. And the threads are different as well. It has a BB lead pipe in the slide, which I think is the Byron Peebles Canstool lead pipe. It's a very good pipe, and it will not come out. So that's the one you're stuck with. This horn is for sale for $1,600 plus shipping. Very, very solid instrument for someone who wants like a horn for college, or like a nice tenor double if you're a bass trombonist. I would consider this myself. And maybe if you're like really picky, you swap the bell out for a Bach bell, and you get pretty much the same thing. This is a one-piece yellow brass bell. And last, but definitely not least in any way, is of course my old contrabass trombone. This is a question mark German contrabass trombone from the 1960s. We don't know who made it. The latest guess is Kull, K-U-L-L. It could be a Monke, M-O-N-K-E. It could be a Voigt. There's a lot of different brands that made pretty much this in the 1960s, and it's really hard to kind of nail down which one it is when there's no marks on it. It is definitely legitimate. It's just hard to figure out who made it. This has been highly modified, of course. I've talked a lot about it in previous videos, but if you're interested, maybe to know, it's a contrabass trombone NF opera model, meaning that the wrap has been doubled over in back so it doesn't stick out a lot like my non-opera model. Right here sticks out very far behind you. If you're in a pit of an opera, this is not going to hit the wall behind you. It's in B flat slash D slash, or it's in F slash D slash B flat, which is German tuning. Personally, I had no problems getting used to that. And if you're starting on contra, Honestly, you can get either one, and as long as you get used to it, you're fine. It's got a good slide, like a 9 out of 10. The slide is weirdly good. It has a new lead pipe, an Edwards B3. It's been modified in several ways. It's got Voigt valves that are modern. These are not the original valves, plus a modern linkage with independent paddles and all that kind of stuff. A spit valve has been added to the B-flat wrap, so you can empty the B-flat wrap, which has been doubled over, of course. And it's got a nice big 10.5-inch gold brass bell with a small crayons on it, which is actually extremely similar to my leash. I think the crayons is like a tiny bit smaller on the Cole. Total guess, of course. I don't know if this is a Cole. But anyway, this is for sale for $5,500 right now. It's the best contrabass you're going to get outside of the real deal modern contrabass trombones from the actual good makers. It's 1,000 times better than the Chinese stuff, and I have played the best Chinese stuff. This is still way better than those. It's got some quirks, but it definitely makes a way better sound and is easier to play in a lot of ways than the Chinese horns. So if you're interested in a contrabass, this is for sale as well. I will probably have some other horns for sale soon. These are not quite ready yet, but I have a Holton Tier 258 again. Yep, this is the third kind of one of these. I'm selling a 158 right now, and I've had a 258 in the past. This has got upgraded linkage that needs some TLC because it's in the wrong place. It's not where your thumb goes, but it's got the screw bell. It's got a great slide, and it also has a 525 slide that goes with it. Yes, an extra slide and a different bore. And then this one is also not quite ready because I might have a friend who wants to buy this. A Con 6H, 1950s, late 50s, I think. It's got the Marching Men engraving that comes with like a modified Con Director slide and the original late 50s slide, which is in amazing shape. I'm not sure why this has two slides as well. Someone just really liked extra slides. In any case, this might be for sale as well at some point. If you're really interested and you want to pay a lot of money for it, hit me up. It plays really, really well. Anyway, that's what I've got right now. Again, just as a reminder, we've got Holton Tier 158. Selling for me a Cancel 1570T and my contrabass trombone. Because, of course, I have a very large contrabass trombone in the background taking up a lot of money. That's it. I'll see y'all in the next video where I will talk about, I think, this, which I'm going to play a lot the next couple days. That's all I got. Bye-bye.